Well, Fox News just cut away from Donald Trump's insane rally, more insane than usual, which I know is hard to believe, but it's true, where he was talking about Arnold Palmer, which I guess is a golfer, and he talked about Arnold Palmer for 20 minutes. And not only that, they cut away just as he was talking about Arnold Palmer's penis size. I kid you not. So let's watch that moment right now where Fox News cuts away.
What a great man. I said, Arnold.
Latrobe, Pennsylvania is an area that Donald Trump won in 2016. He is there holding one of his signature rallies. There, a story about the local favorite son, the late golf superstar, really, Arnold Palmer, who, of course, hailed.
So in that moment there, you can tell the Fox News host is just a little beside himself that Trump is even talking about that nearly 2 weeks until the
rallies.
election.
There, a story about the local favorite son, the late golf superstar, really, Arnold Palmer, who, of course, hailed from Latrobe.
Oh, man. All right. And so then here is Donald Trump strangely, very strangely bringing up let's hear some of Donald Trump talking about Arnold Palmer now this went on for 20 minutes. So we'll hear a little bit about this, and then we'll go into Donald Trump talking about his dick size. And then after that, I've got some comparisons on crowd size from this event and from Kamala Harris's event in Georgia. And I also have some new footage from last night's event in Detroit that show that Donald Trump's event was half full. So let's see this.
They call them villas, about 88 units in each one, hotel villas. And I named them after the 10 greatest golfers, including like Jack Nicklaus, Tiger Woods, Ben Hogan, Gary Player, Slammin', Sammy Snead, all great players. And I said, Arnold, I really want to name one after you. Would you like it? He said, I'd love it. I'd be honored to have that. And we flew down for the opening ceremony to cut a ribbon for the Arnold Palmer Villa. And it's, to this day, people just love it. And I'll never forget the day. He was having a little hard time.
Just look how bored the people behind him are. Like, this guy is not even, like, they're just totally zoned out. They're totally, and in comparison to a Kamala Harris rally, there is no comparison. Like, they're just totally not interested.
He was a little older. He hit the 80s. He hit the 80s, but he was still, when he got up there, he had that magic like nobody had. And, you know, there were a few golfers that you could say maybe slightly better, a few, not many, but there was nobody.
So, I mean, again, this is 2 weeks until the election, and he could be talking about anything. He could talk about any of the policies that he wants to focus on that could be helpful for him in the election. He's not doing that. He spent 20 minutes talking about a golfer that I didn't even know existed. Sorry to the golfer fans out there, but if I don't know he existed, then I'm sure many of these working class individuals at that rally and that he needs to win Pennsylvania don't know what the hell he's talking about either. Incredible. And here he is bringing up Arnold Palmer's penis size.
Old man. This man was strong and tough. And I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, oh my God. That's unbelievable. I had to say it. We have women that are highly sophisticated here, but they used to look at Arnold as a bad, but he was really an old man.
So I have a question to all of you watching this right now. I've got to ask you, do you think that helps Donald Trump? Do you think that helps him? Because I personally believe, I don't know what he's going to talk about the rest of this rally, but I do think that the media will very rightly focus on this. And so whatever message he wanted to talk about during this 2-hour insane rally, whether it be immigration or the economy or whatever else, this is what they're going to focus on. And so it's just, he's stepping on himself. And so I'm not mad at it because I don't want Donald Trump to win, obviously. But it's a marvel to see that this man is unraveling in real time. I don't know what this is. It's a stress, if it's PTSD, if it's a combination of all those things, if it's old age, but he's clearly not 100% with it. All right, and here's the crowd size of that rally. And then I'm going to show you the Kamala Harris rally.
By the way, how nice is this place? Isn't it beautiful?
Now, keep in mind, they're sitting down. And so sitting down is like I got my start in national politics in advance work. Advance work means you go to an event space for a campaign in advance and set it up. And one of the tricks for advance work is if you don't have enough people, is you have them sit down, because sitting down it fills out more space than standing, so it looks fuller than if they were all standing. So keep that in mind when watching this.
Look, people as far as you can see, they give you a little extra security nowadays. Do you notice? I got more machine guns than I've ever seen in my life. Look at these guys. Hey, I got more machine guns.
A lot of sitting, but there's some standing in the back there, but okay. And then let's look at the Kamala Harris's rally just moments ago. I'm going to have to mute this because of copyright. Like, you can't even see how far back it goes. Like, look how there's so many people. And that's in Atlanta, Georgia. And then up there, right there, is where the stage will be. So obviously audiences don't necessarily equal votes, but it certainly is a data point to show what might be happening on the ground versus what might happen on election day. And then here is Donald Trump's rally yesterday, where it is literally, like I said, people are sitting down, and then they made the venue, they just covered half the venue in order to hide the fact that it was half empty. So the Trump campaign has an enthusiasm problem. That is for sure. I'm going to end it with this. I just saw this on the internet, and I was super hyped by it. It is inspiring. It gives me strength. It gave me some hope. It is a representative from Pennsylvania telling people to get out the vote and to tell others to get out the vote. I'm going to share it with you now. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you next time.
So I want to look directly into the camera, and I want to talk to all of the folks in Philadelphia and the surrounding counties. This ain't the time to play. This ain't the time to second guess. This ain't the time to sit on the fence. You get the democracy that you work for. So what we're saying is that from now to election day, I need each and every one of you to pick up your phone, and just as all of those group texts that you have, I need you to get into the group chat and tell people that they need to vote. All of those Facebook and Instagram and TikTok posts that you're going to make, I want you to get on there and tell people that they need to get out and vote. Mama, that boy that keep coming to see your daughter, if he ain't registered to vote, he can't come back. Daddy, that girl that's coming to see your son, if she ain't registered to vote, she can't come back. All of those big head boys and girls that are running up and down your street, if they ain't registered to vote, they can't come back. This is not the time to play games, because our lives are on stake. Our lives are on the line. What we know as democracy is on the line. So I submit to you today, tomorrow, and until election day. If you knock one door, knock another. If you make one call, make another. If you send one text, send another. Because what we cannot do is look up on November the 6th and think of what we could have done. The time is now. We must Philadelphia. It runs through Philadelphia. It runs through Pennsylvania. And we don't know how to lose in Philadelphia. They don't like us. We don't care. We're going to win everywhere. In Pennsylvania and throughout this Commonwealth. God bless you.
I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?